Today, we talk about Animal Farm. I am very happy I picked up this book because it sucks that I haven't read it earlier. This is a book that commonly are assigned in high school or middle school. I'm not sure exactly what level it is, but it was a nice, quick, fun read. It had some great messages in it. And I mean, what really stuck with me is how well Orwell could craft a narrative, how well he could use symbolism to really signify certain aspects of human nature. Some of the things that really strike me are the phrase, all animals are equal, except some animals are more equal than others. And this is what you see with regimes like the Soviet Union that are about camaraderie, they're about, equality, they're about all of these things, except there exists within these equalities certain people that are untouchable, certain people that are beyond judgment, certain people that are, just above everyone else. And it's very counterintuitive, because if the revolution is about equality, then why does it become something else? Why does it become that power centralizes in certain ways? And then you also have, I don't think this is spoiling at all, but you have, in the end, there's pigs and there's humans, and the the narrator can't tell the difference between the pigs and the humans. They're slowly becoming what they hated the most. They're slowly becoming, the thing that they revolted against first. And I mean, to sum up the plot very quickly, it's a story of a farm where the animals get fed up. One man basically says this isn't right. We should, basically have we should reap what we sow. We should get what we actually produce, and we should do it in a fair and equal manner. And that pig eventually dies, and some people take over, and then some people begin to consolidate power. It's it's a very, very simple tale, but through the course of this, you see certain aspects of the Soviet Union in particular, and any sort of regime in particular. Because I mean, Animal Farm is the way it's written. It's not written specifically for one ruler. Maybe Orwell had Stalin in mind, but at the same time, you see characteristics of different individuals, different people that kind of take advantage of the citizens, kind of take advantage of their constituency. You see elements of propaganda. You see elements of you know religious hucksters and people selling things based off of false pretenses and manipulating people just to make a quick buck. It's very well based in how many categories it hits, and it's just really awesome to see, because the only thing I've read from Orwell so far has been 1984. And now this, I'm probably gonna pick up Burmese Days as well, and maybe get into some of his essays, because I don't know, everything I've read from him so far has been interesting, and it's really cool to see someone do something unique. Most of the books you read, most of the political commentary you read is just so boring. Like, I've heard most people's political takes. I've heard it on whatever news station. I've heard it from whatever corporate sponsor that, oh, you should believe this because of this, this, and this, and everyone gives the exact same reasons. Where at least Orwell has fun with it. And the thing about this type of satire, this type of commentary, this type of allegory is that it transcends the era that it was for. And when it can transcend the era it's meant for and hit at a deeper level of human nature, hit at something more fundamental, hit at something that is much more essential to understand as a human being, that's a book that stands the test of time, and that's a book that really should be read. So I really urge you to pick this up if you haven't read it already. If you've already read it, I think you should reread it, because it's a very fun read, very short read. It has a lot of great messages. The symbolism is impeccable, and you will begin to start noticing things that are happening today. You will begin to start noticing certain narratives. You'll begin to start noticing certain patterns, and it'll just put things in perspective that nothing new is under the sun, and everything that has been done will be done again. History repeats itself. There's a great Aldous Huxley quote that the number one lesson from history is that men don't learn from history. And it's important to understand this fact. It's important to understand the cycles and trends in history, because history repeats itself. It shouldn't have to, because we should learn our lessons from the past. But again, the people that are within the powers that be don't learn from their mistakes. They don't learn from Caesar. They don't learn from Alexander. They don't learn from anything aside from the lust for power, the hunger for power. At some point, it will bite you in the end. If you forego everything, if you forego goodwill for the sake of power, if you forego absolutely everything and sacrifice the morals and the things that your people really want, it will eventually backfire. And that's what we see with Caesar. That's what we see with, I mean, even Napoleon to a certain extent. There's clear examples throughout history. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please pick this book up if you haven't already. If you already have, maybe it's time to pick up a copy or pick up the old copy you had. I'll link this in the description. But yeah, love you guys so much. Peace out. I'll catch you next one.